Have you ever felt like your heart was shattered into 1,000 pieces after a breakup? That you just couldn't stop thinking about your ex and wondering if they were thinking about you too? Well, trust me, I've been there. And I can tell you, there's one powerful thing that changed everything for me. It's called the no contact rule. Today, I'm going to share my personal journey on how it helped me heal, regain control of my life, and move on from the person I thought I'd never get over. If you're feeling stuck, lost, or like you'll never move on from your ex, keep watching because I'm going to break down how the no contact rule isn't just about ignoring someone, it's about finding yourself again. Part 1. Understanding no contact. Before I dive into my story, let's talk about what the no contact rule really is. No contact is essentially cutting off all communication with your ex after a breakup. No texting, no calling, no social media stalking, nothing. It's not about playing games or getting back at them, it's about healing and creating emotional distance. At first, it may seem impossible. You might feel the urge to reach out, but here's the truth. No contact is the ultimate way to get your mind and heart back. I didn't realize how much emotional energy I was wasting until I stopped contacting my ex. When I first started no contact, I had no idea what to expect. It felt like I was giving up on them, but in reality, I was giving myself a chance to heal. And that was the first step toward getting my life back on track. Part 2. Why no contact works. So, why does no contact work? Why is it so powerful? Let me break it down for you. 1. Space to heal. You need emotional distance to heal. 2. Breaking emotional dependency. You stop relying on them for your happiness. 3. Rediscover yourself. You reclaim your time and energy. When I was constantly in touch with my ex, I was emotionally drained. Even when we weren't talking, I was still thinking about them. That connection, whether we were fighting or just checking in, kept me stuck in the past. The no contact rule changed that. Once I stopped the constant communication, I realized just how emotionally dependent I had become. I was waiting for texts, hoping for closure, looking for reassurance. But I wasn't giving myself any of that. And that's when I started rediscovering myself. I began to focus on my own passions, hobbies, and things I loved. For the first time in a long while, I wasn't thinking about my ex constantly. And that's when the healing began. Part 3. The challenges I faced. Let me be real with you. No contact isn't easy. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done. But it's also one of the most rewarding. There were moments when I almost broke the no contact rule. I missed them. I wanted to know if they missed me. And the hardest part, the feeling of loneliness. I didn't know what to do with all the extra time and space in my life. My mind kept wandering back to them. But I pushed through. And here's what I learned. The emotional roller coaster is temporary. Sure, you'll feel tempted. Yes, you'll miss them. But if you stay strong, you'll get through it. There was a point when I thought, what if I reach out just once? But deep down, I knew that breaking no contact would only take me back to the same emotional chaos. Part 4. The breakthrough moment. And then something amazing happened. I started to feel like myself again. I wasn't constantly waiting for a message, a call, or any sign of validation from my ex. I was focusing on my own growth. And that's when I realized, no contact wasn't just about moving on from my ex. It was about moving forward with my own life. I began doing things I had put on hold for so long, like exercising, reading, and reconnecting with friends. I found out I liked things I had forgotten about. For the first time, I wasn't just existing, I was living for me. Part 5. What you should do during no contact. So, now that I've shared my experience, let me give you some practical tips on what you can do during no contact to make it work for you. 1. Focus on yourself. Invest time in things you love. 2. Create new habits. Start a new hobby or learn something new. 3. Avoid social media stalking. Don't check your ex's profiles. First off, stop checking their social media. It only keeps you attached to them. I made this mistake, and it only made things worse. Instead, use that time to build your own life. Secondly, develop new habits. It's the perfect time to focus on yourself. Start working on your fitness, pick up a new hobby, or invest in your career. Part 6. The final step: moving on. After a while, something incredible happens. You start feeling whole again. You stop thinking about your ex all the time. And when you finally reach out, if you choose to, it's because you're coming from a place of strength, not desperation. I realized that I could still care about my ex, but I no longer needed them to complete me. I had already started to complete myself. If you're struggling with no contact right now, hang in there. It's hard, but it's the best thing you can do for your own well-being. Trust me, it works. If you found this video helpful and want more tips on healing, growth, and moving on from difficult situations, please hit that subscribe button and join me on this journey of self-discovery. Leave a comment below about your experience with no contact. I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe now. Your journey to healing starts here. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you're not alone, and moving on is possible. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.